So we'll transfer now over to Adam Cole and Pete Dunne, because I did talk about this quite a bit. So I'll kind of get into it. So we'll start off with Pete Dunne first to be a little bit quicker. So apparently Pete Dunne's contract is scheduled to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. And this was actually caught off guard by me. Now, I didn't know Pete Dunne's contract was expiring this soon. I could see Pete Dunne's re-signing with NXT or with WWE, wherever you want to call it. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Apologies. But I could see Pete Dunne maybe re-signing. But if WWE's really this stupid to let him go, that's a big loss. And here's the thing. Pete Dunne, I think, is 27, I believe. He's still young. He's still in his prime. So Dunne can go anywhere. Could he go AEW? I know I said, yeah, I could. Maybe he wants to go in Impact. Maybe he wants to go Ring of Honor. I think his style of Ring of Honor could work. But I think guys like Solomon make a good point. I think him in New Japan, I think would be a great fit for him. Have him tangle up with guys like Zack Sabre Jr.? Are you fucking kidding me? If you all know my friend Brandon from watching my YouTube channel, Godzilla Hawk, and you've seen him on my reactions and reviews and stuff like that, fantasy bookings, a Pete Dunne Zack Sabre Jr. match is like an orgasm for that guy. He probably won't admit it, but it is. He's a big fan of the joint manipulation of technical wrestling style. So having a Dunne and Zack Sabre Jr. match in New Japan ring, he will go bonkers for it. Pete Dunne, I mean, if they let go of Pete Dunne, they're fucking idiots. But I do believe Pete Dunne will work out some sort of agreement. But the big one, the really big news, is Adam Cole. Adam Cole has reported, at first there was reports that Adam Cole's contract was set to expire sometime after SummerSlam. But then now I'm reading reports that Adam Cole's contract actually expired. It already actually expired back in, I think it was either June or July. And Adam Cole's working basically on a handshake agreement, basically saying that, he'll finish his program with Kyle O'Reilly and then he's done. So he's trying to be a handshake agreement right now. Basically, if this is true, Adam Cole can literally go wherever he wants right now. He could just say, fuck this, I'm leaving. And WWE can't do anything about it. And there were rumors that Adam Cole was sent to the SmackDown show last night to talk to Vince. Vince had a meeting with them to try and make an offer to stay. And apparently the reports are going around that McMahon is trying to get Adam Cole to sign a $1 million contract. $4 million, basically, a contract. Which is a lot of money to keep someone like Adam Cole around. But we all know why WWE is doing this. They've done this with guys at FTR and Gallows Anderson, but I'll say this, Adam Cole's worth more than those guys. I hate saying that, but he is. But that is a shitload of money to keep someone who Road Dogg flouts on Twitter that Adam Cole has all the tools to be a star, but if he had the body of a Karrion Kross, he'd be Universal Champion right now. That line is all you need to know about. If I'm Adam Cole and I heard that, my decision would be clear. I just get the fuck out of there. But look, I'm not Adam Cole. I'm not friends with him. I don't know him personally. I can't tell the guy what to do. I can't say, no, you need to do this. But really what it's going to come down to is, what does Adam Cole want? Does he want to fulfill his dream and compete in WWE and make a lot of money by doing it? Or does he rather go, you know what? I don't think there's any room for a guy like me on the main roster. I don't think they're going to see me, as talented as I am, they're not going to see me as a star. And maybe Cole decides, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. I'd rather go somewhere else, maybe AEW. I got friends over there. I can do more and be more free on the microphone. I could do my own style there. I could be with my girlfriend, Britt Baker. Can see her more often. So there's a lot of these things that it's probably going through Adam Cole's mind. Like, what is more important to him? His dream, it being in WWE and making a lot more money, or going somewhere where he'll still get paid pretty well, but he might be slightly happier because he gets to work with his friends and some new talent and, of course, be with his soulmate. It all comes down to what Adam Cole wants. Now, if I were Adam Cole, I know exactly what the answer should be, and it should be him going to AEW and saying, bye-bye, Vince, I'm not re-signing. I'm not signing a new deal. I'm out of here. But then again, this is what WWE does. Oh, here's a big fat contract. Here's some more money guaranteed. That's what's for some people, that's what it's about. More money. And look, there's nothing wrong with trying to make some more money. Look, I get money's important in life. But some of these wrestlers are not here just for the money. They're here because they want to make an impact. They loved it because they grew up watching this. They want to be treated with respect. They want to be in charge of their destiny. They want to get a push. They want to see their friends succeed. They want to have dream matches. They want to be able to be more free. And let's be honest, at WWE, you're not free. You're a slave. And let me be honest. Another reason why, if I'm Adam Cole, I wouldn't leave is look what they did with Bray Wyatt. They literally just released a guy, and the guy was one of their top sellers in 2019. He was one of the top guys and one of the most respected guys in that company, and they just released him. If they're willing to release a guy like Bray Wyatt, and they're willing to basically bury guys like Karrion Kross, who's your NXT champion, the way they did with Jeff Hardy, and they're willing to bury like they're doing with Keith Lee, if they're willing to do all that shit to those type of guys, I mean, think about it. Those guys are bigger. We're big, figuratively, and literally bigger than someone like Adam Cole. They all look like they could be more stars, especially Karrion Kross. You look at someone like Kross, that guy should be a megastar by now, but all it took was one Raw, and 90 seconds later, his presence just died. All the mystique about Kross is dead. No one gives a fuck about him. Keith Lee could have been a big star. They buried him. And, of course, Bray Wyatt was always a stop and push move. And now he's released. Seriously, if they're willing to do it with someone like a Karrion Kross, do you honestly believe they're going to push Adam Cole with his size? And look, and here's the thing. Whether WWE likes him or not, they have this bodybuilding fetish. They like their big men. Mainly Vince. Vince loves his big, sweaty men. And let's be honest, Adam Cole has all the tools except for a gigantic, fucking giant biceps and a big chest, okay? He doesn't have that. Adam Cole is a small guy. But he can talk, he can wrestle, he can sell, he can be a babyface or a heel. Like I said, Road Dogg said it best, he's a great talent, but if he had the body of a Karrion Kross, he'd be Universal Champion. But even then, Karrion Kross was fucking ruined on day one of his Raw debut. So if they're willing to do that and fire someone like Bray Wyatt, what do you think they're going to do with Adam Cole? I mean, is money really that important to Adam Cole that he'll just happily get buried and stay in catering and just be like, well, I'm getting $1 million, so it's like, whatever. If Adam Cole decides to stay, that's his decision. But I will not feel sorry for him if he starts getting buried and treated like trash. I'll just come out and say, if he starts getting buried and treated like trash, I'm just going to come up here and say, look, you signed the contract. You clearly did this for more money. You could have gone somewhere else and been happier. But no, you had to pay for money. You went with the deal, and now you're buried for probably another 4 or 5 years. Until you probably get cut in like 7 months later. And then you still can't compete for 90 days. That happened with Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson signed new deals. And then look what happened to them. They got released no more than, 6-7 months later? That's what this company does. That's what Nick Khan is doing. That these people are fucking retarded. They're just cutting people left and right. They don't give a shit. But yet they're willing to keep guys like Adam Cole around. And then what happens later? They're just like, they're nothing. And they'll just release them anyway. They're hoarders. Dunne has so many fucking talent, and they're hoarding their talent, and they don't know what to do with half of them because they're scared of competition, which is AEW. Which is funny because they said that AEW is not competition. Well, if they're not, Why the fuck do you have all this fucking talent to begin with? It's ridiculous. But Adam Cole is a grown man. He can make his decisions. I'm just hoping he makes the right decision. Like, legitimately. He's still apparently got a few weeks before his feud with Kyle O'Reilly's done. So, the only thing we could do is just wait. We have no idea if he signed a new contract. He was in negotiations. But we're going to find out in the next few weeks if he signed a new deal or not. And if he hasn't signed a new deal, then Tony Khan needs to pick up that fucking phone and get Adam Cole immediately. Do not waste time. But if Adam Cole gets signed, then the one thing I'm going to say to Adam Cole is, I hope the money was worth it. And I pray that you turn around and you prove everybody wrong and you end up becoming a top guy. I want that to happen. I don't want to see someone like Adam Cole be on the main roster, be treated like a jabron. I really don't. Adam Cole is a much bigger deal than he has every right to be, and it'd be a shame if a guy, that's 31, 32 years old, and that's in his prime, is 5 of his years are wasted. The guy needs to be working somewhere else. I do not have faith in WWE will use him right. I don't. We as fans are way smarter than WWE gives us credit for. We watch the product. We know how it works. We have no faith WWE is going to really push Adam Cole. We don't. Like I said, look at all the guys they had that just treated like trash. Or guys that were just released for no reason. Because of budget cuts. But we all know that's horseshit. It sucks, but that's WWE for you. So, Adam Cole can make it his own decision, but I am scared that he's going to sign with WWE. He's going to stay with the company. And if that's the case, all I'm going to say is good luck. I hope everything goes well, but it'll be the wrong move to make.